That death law in Concord is bad news, huh, Mama? You ever seen one of those suckers before?
I need your help with these schematics.
Oh, yeah? What are they for?
These are plans for building a signal interceptor to get inside the Institute.
The Institute? Why in the world would you want to mess around with them?
They kidnapped my son.
Damn. That's some bad business. Even for them. I'd like to help, but you know my situation. I've got to deal with the immediate problems first. I haven't forgotten that you need my help. Remind me as soon as you found out what that settlement needed from the Minutemen.
You'll find me some jet. Then I can use the site to help you.
You know that settlement you sent me to help? They've decided to join the Minutemen.
That's great news. I knew you were the right person for the job. By the way, you should have one of these flare guns. You can use it to signal for help from any nearby Minutemen. Not much use yet, but once we have more allied settlements, you'll have help whenever you need it. I don't think I ever told you what happened to the Minutemen. How I ended up as the last one.
I figured you'd tell me when you were ready.
Have you heard of the Quincy massacre?
You guys came from Quincy, didn't you?
That's right. Mama Murphy, Sturgis, the Longs. They were all from Quincy. I was with Colonel Hollis's group. A mercenary group called the Gunners was attacking. We were the only ones that came. The other groups, they just turned their backs on us and the folks in Quincy. Only a few of us got out alive. Colonel Hollis was dead, so I ended up in charge of the survivors. We never found a safe place to settle. One disaster after another. You saw how it ended in Concord?
As long as you don't...
I'm not about to give up. That's why I'm talking to you.
Hey.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Good. Don't worry. I'll be right beside you all the way. The leader of the one good thing. Now it's your job. I've got something a bit different. The trouble is that some kind of vicious beasts are lairing there. Once you clear it out, set up a radio beacon to let settlers know about it. You wanted help earlier. Some kind of machine to get into the Institute?
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. This machine can hijack their signal and send me instead.
Teleportation? For real? Wow. That would explain a lot about how the Institute manages to operate. If anyone can make heads or tails of those plans, it'd be Sturgis. I haven't found anything yet that he couldn't build or fix. We've got to show people the Minutemen can really help them.
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Here you go.
Wow. What a mess. Looks like, encrypted RF transmissions. Okay, so that gets routed through... What the hell? Teleportation. This is some pretty crazy shit. You sure it's for real?
It's real. I got it from an ex-Institute scientist.
Seriously? I didn't know you could be an ex-Institute anything and still be breathing. Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But, looks like it's all here. Yeah. I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. The handwriting's pretty hard to make out. But, you can get started on what he calls a stabilized reflector platform. It'll need some pretty high-grade metals, but it's basically not that different than the lining of a jet engine or something like that.
Good work, Sturgis.
Well, don't think.
Here's a list of what you'll need for the first. While you're working on that,
Sure.
Keep in mind, like if you had a spare new...
Uh-huh.
And it's... How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal interceptor?
Yeah.
good. I think I got a handle on this crazy contraption. At least as much as I can tell. Until we actually try to build it, here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I think I'll be able to pull together everything else we're gonna need.
I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can actually make this thing work.
Thanks, Sturgis.
Good deal.
One thing to keep in mind.
I'll see you over at the building.
Dad says not to talk to strangers. You look like you could use a drink. Dugout Inn has got some cold ones.
Everyone else may be closed, but Diamond City Surplus is open 24 hours a day.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Anything and everything.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens. Whenever you're ready. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. By the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute, and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific,
Sean?
very personal reason.
Yes, I'm Sean.
You are here for your son.
Sean, I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
Sean.
Father, what's going on?
Right. Sean.
What's going on? Father?
What do you want me
I
to...
don't know you.
Who is Father?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
This is...
The degree of trauma you're experiencing right now is understandable. Please, just try to relax. I know this is all difficult to take in. I promise that.
Sure.
But I need... You have traveled. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
It's really you? After all this time?
Yes. It's true. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
It wasn't right.
To you, that would certain... At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird side...
In a manner of... The Institute, plenty of that, even in their... But then the Institute... I was exactly what they need. I am their father.
Sean.
It really is. I know you must have.
So you're in charge of...
I am the acting director, yes. The Institute.
It doesn't matter what they think.
I'm glad we see it the same way. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has... Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your...
Your mother.
Yes. I've gone over...
Collateral...
Killed? Yes. Murdered? I'm not so sure about that. Still, for many years, I never... With old age come... But... What matters now? What else can I say to ease your mind?
I think...
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important... I've been a part of something. And now, after...
I won't be a part of this.
Why? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
Your institute has done...
Yes, well... The world is not... What about the people you've aided in order to get here? What atrocities have they, these Minutemen, claiming to want to save the Commonwealth from itself? They cannot even protect themselves. Their cause... None have any true claim to nobility in this world. I simply ask that you give the... We really do... Will you take that chance?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to hear that. I had certainly hoped we could work together. Understand, though, that I cannot allow you to remain within the Institute. You may have safe passage back to the relay, where you will be sent back to the surface. But from that point, I am sorry. The elevator will return.
I should have done more. I hope those raiders pay for what they've done.
Hey,
Here's that holotape you gave me, full of Institute data. I hope.
well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
We need a way to bring the fight to them.
Let's hope we got something we can use. Well, they sure aren't gonna fall for that teleport hijacker trick twice, even if it wasn't a smoking pile of scrap metal. All the good stuff on here is gonna be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
General?
I've made my choice. The Institute is now our enemy.
I always knew that day was coming. The question now is, what are we gonna do about them?
I don't think we have enough troops to go on the offensive. Yet.
I agree, General. And even if we were strong enough, we don't have any way to attack the Institute yet. We'll have to hope Sturgis finds something in that data you swiped. In the meantime, we can focus on building up our strength while Sturgis is working his end.
No half measures. This time, when we attack, we finish the job, once and for all.
I've got something for you to do right now, actually. Got a strange message from a robot. Said it was from some place called Grey Garden. I couldn't figure out exactly what it wanted, but, well, may as well check it out. You never know. Remember, every settlement we help is one step closer to the day when we can take on the Institute.
and load!
Someone there?
Lock and load!
kill me. I said keep your mouth shut. Can't do this. Anyone, please, help! Please, you gotta help me. This guy's a synth, and he's gonna kill me and replace me and my family.
Oh, God.
Oh, damn. Here we go. Shit, a lot of blood. Look at all the blood. Christ. I need to get out of here.
Dog meat. Are you okay, boy?
Hi.
Everyone's here, General. There it is. Pretty impressive, huh? Its real name is Fort Independence, but the Minutemen always just called it the castle. Now you can see why I wanted to take it back.
Definitely. For 600 years old, it's in pretty good shape.
That's right. They don't make them like they used to. We take this place back, people will know we mean business. Our primary objective is to clear the courtyard. That's where we should see the most opposition. The wall on this side is the most exposed. But if we circle around south, we could also reach the main gate.
What are we waiting for? Let's just get in there and shoot those lobsters.
No. If we split up, we can flank them from both sides. It'll be like shooting fish in a barrel.
Why not let them come to us? We set up a firing line on this side, and you can draw them out.
Well, General, what do you think?
Let's not overcomplicate this. Just get in there and hit them with everything we've got.
If you say so. All right, people. You heard the General. Let's move out. Try not to draw their attention until we're in position.
We're gonna have to take out these eggs, or they'll be back before we know it.
Lurks like to hold up inside old buildings, so the walls are probably full of them.
Sure looks that way. Here's how we're gonna play this. You hold here in the courtyard and take care of any eggs you find. The General and I will clear the walls.
Yes, sir.
Let's do this, General. All right, good work, people. But we aren't done yet. The General and I are gonna have a look at the radio to see what shape it's in. The rest of you, clear out any remaining Myoliths or eggs you find. Let's go see if there's anything left of the old transmitter. I can't believe we actually managed to take that thing down. Well, I guess it could be worse. See what you can do with it. I'm gonna go see what else is left around this old place.
Nice.
Wow, we really did it. I've been watching the Minutemen fall to pieces for so long, I just...
Words come in that a settlement needs our help. Please respond if you can.
Now we've got to pay off on what we've started. Bring the whole Commonwealth together and make it last this time. So, you know, back to business. But with Radio Freedom up and running, we can broadcast alerts to you anywhere, anytime. I'll let you know if I hear of any settlements that need our help. In the meantime, make sure to offer help to anyone that needs it. That can only help our cause.